Why does your brain suddenly become your biggest enemy the moment you lie down to sleep? Old memories, future worries, and endless what-ifs appear out of nowhere. It feels random, but psychology says there's a hidden reason behind it. This is Noctivex psychology. Have you ever wondered why your mind stays quiet all day, but the moment the lights go off, it suddenly refuses to stop thinking? You replay conversations, imagine worst-case scenarios, and remember things you hadn't thought about in years. It feels like your brain is working against you, but according to psychology, your mind isn't trying to torture you. It's actually doing exactly what it was designed to do. During the day, your brain is constantly distracted. You're answering messages, working, studying, watching videos, talking to people, or solving problems. Your attention is always focused on something outside your mind. Because of that, your brain doesn't have much time to process your deeper thoughts. But then night comes, the distractions disappear, the room becomes quiet, your phone is finally put down. And for the first time all day, your brain has nothing else to focus on. That's when all those unfinished thoughts begin to surface. But here's where it gets really interesting. Psychologists believe your brain doesn't like unfinished business. There's a psychological concept known as the Zeigarnik Effect. It suggests that unfinished tasks, unresolved emotions, and unanswered questions stay active in your mind longer than completed ones. That's why you suddenly remember an awkward conversation from 3 years ago, or start worrying about tomorrow's meeting, or wonder if you made the right decision months ago. Your brain isn't creating these thoughts at night. They were already there. Night simply gives them room to be heard. Think about the last time you couldn't stop thinking before sleep. Was it really one problem? Probably not. It was dozens of tiny thoughts connecting together. One memory reminds you of another. One worry creates a bigger worry. One simple what-if turns into 10 different scenarios. This is how overthinking grows. Not all at once, but one thought at a time. Now, this might surprise you. Overthinking isn't always a sign that something is wrong. In many cases, it's actually your brain trying to protect you. From an evolutionary perspective, humans survived by thinking ahead. Our ancestors constantly imagined possible dangers. What if there's a predator nearby? What if we run out of food? What if something goes wrong tomorrow? The people who prepared for problems were more likely to survive. That survival system still exists today. The only difference is, instead of worrying about wild animals, your brain worries about emails, relationships, money, work, and your future. The danger has changed, but your brain hasn't. There's another reason overthinking feels stronger at night. Your emotions become louder. As your body begins to relax, your emotional brain becomes more active than your logical brain. That's why a small problem can suddenly feel huge at midnight. Something that seemed manageable during the day now feels overwhelming. By morning, the exact same problem often doesn't seem nearly as serious. Nothing changed except the way your brain processed it. Stay with me, because the next reason changes everything. Many people believe they overthink because they think too much. But psychology suggests something different. You often overthink because you avoid thinking during the day. You stay busy, you distract yourself, you keep scrolling social media, you keep watching videos, you keep filling every quiet moment. Then when night finally arrives, all those ignored thoughts come back at once. Your brain finally says, "Now it's my turn." And suddenly, you can't stop thinking. Here's the good news. Overthinking at night doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're weak. And it certainly doesn't mean you're losing control. In fact, understanding why it happens is the first step toward changing it. When you realize your brain is simply trying to process unfinished thoughts instead of fighting them. They often lose some of their power because the goal isn't to stop thinking completely. The goal is to stop letting every thought control you. So the next time you're lying in bed and your mind starts replaying old memories, creating future worries, or asking endless what-ifs, remember this: your brain isn't trying to become your enemy. It's trying to finish conversations, solve problems, and protect you. Even if it chooses the worst possible time to do it, and once you understand that, those late-night thoughts become a little less frightening. So what do you overthink the most at night? Your past, your future, or conversations you can't stop replaying? Share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to Noctivex Psychology for more human psychology-related videos. Thanks for watching.